So, first question, as I ask everybody, Diego, just give
Mm-hmm.
me a very general insight into your background.
My background, like how I train.
Just a very general insight into how you train and how you got started in mixed martial
Uh,
arts.
uh, what I do a lot. Always busy, through my day. I like to stay busy because sometimes I sometimes I can get a little sloppy, especially because I have so many classes I have to cover and teach and I have people, around my gym. But I like to stay busy in the early morning. By 3 in the morning, I do my cardio, my running. By 6, I do my conditioning, more weights, CrossFit type of kind of thing. And then I go to the gym. By 9, I'm already in the gym after the CrossFit. Uh, I train in my CrossFit condition and everything. And then by 9:30, I have to teach another class, MMA class. And 10:30, I have another class to teach, uh, jiu-jitsu class. And then for my day, I take a little break through the afternoon. I give my, nap time, some good rest, good 4 hours rest. And then I get back to the gym by 5. I train something specific, just a little more detail, more, more turn to the fight, more specific just for the fight, getting strategy and things like that. And the night, I just train in the late night, like by 7 to 8. It's just only training, and I teach you with my team too, the same class and teaching, but I'm still training with that and getting a little bit more rolling and a little bit of grappling, just to maintain my day. But that's every day. My life is in training. I just keep it busy, stay busy. You know, looking for always to improve and get better.
Yeah. And let's maybe talk about your last fight.
Uh-huh.
January, you submitted Anthony Pettis, UFC 246 in the second round.
Yes.
How big was that win for your career?
What was a real big, because Anthony Pettis is Anthony Pettis, like we cannot like just say his name and put all his credentials on the front of there, like WC champ, UFC champ with for 155, you know, the guy have a showtime, like the guy is real good fighter, and was a good compliment for me because I was putting a lot of work. I have a lot of pressure because I'm fighting like with an ex-champ, and now like used to be a champ for my division, and it was really exciting. I focused so much to work on my technique, my jiu-jitsu, my wrestling, and that just made me get better. You know, not just for that fight, but mentally, like be a fighter. It was real special.
Yeah. Having looked back at Pettis's record and some of the losses that he has, in his losses, he has still shown a competitive nature. For example, in the Tony Ferguson fight, he obviously dropped Ferguson. The Poirier fight was back and forth, as was the Max Holloway fight. But in your fight, you really seem to dominate and obviously get that relatively early finish. Are you happy with how well you dealt with Pettis in that regard?
Yeah, I was getting to that fight. I was waiting to not get it. I knew I was gonna get hit. I knew the fight was gonna be hard, but I don't wanna get hit and be getting damaged or anything. I was to do something. I don't wanna just say like I don't wanna live in a ref-free decision. I wanna go there, perform the way I wanted, and finish him. And for me, it was that's was my my main focus. And you don't want to go to the fight and get damaged or hurt. My last fight, I strike the whole time and I got my eye
Yeah.
real swollen. I got it was a little sore, but I'm getting smart the way to train and the way to fight too, and that's how I got to fight. And to fight that type of guy, you don't have to open up too much. You have to stay on or in your line and be sure you're gonna do what you've been training for, not just I gotta do this and then change it complete on the fight game, But I just don't want to get damaged so much, That's what it was my goal.
Yeah. And maybe talking about the fight you've just referenced, the fight before the Pettis fight, the Taisumov fight.
Mm-hmm.
That was obviously in Abu Dhabi, and we know that Taisumov had certain visa issues getting over to the US. Looking at that fight, it seemed a little bit like Taisumov, even in the commentary, he was the person who was favoured in the fight, both on the odds and terms of the commentary. Did you feel like that at all? And if so, how important, how happy were you with getting the victory over Taisumov?
I was real happy. The guy was super tough. I've been studying his game for a long time, because I like the way he fight. It was because I know I have a top. Maybe I'm gonna fight this guy. No, I never top fought him. Like he scared me.
Yeah.
Strong guy, super strong. But I was training hard. When they matched us up, I don't want to fight with this guy. No, I was like excited because I knew he was better than me. But I'm really hard headed. Like I was like really focused to win that fight. I was like really into just get the fight, win, and go home. That the same strategy I have with the from Patties, but he stopped me in every way I could, and I have to change a little bit of strategy. I have to keep it more on my feet, and uh, and get the win for me was really special and interesting because I could hang on my hands, I could hang on my feet and move around with hand. It was a good compliment because the 3 round was really back and forth. He he knocked me out. I think it was in the first round at the end, and he really caught me pretty good. But I came back and did my job. But I was really it really interested, to win on
Yeah.
for hand, get a good win.
You say about it being back and forth, but if you want my honest opinion, I feel like the first round was back and forth, and then the second and the third were pretty dominant in your favour.
Like for favor from the last fight.
With the Taisumov fight, I would have argued that the first round of the Taisumov fight was back and forth, and then the second and third were pretty dominant for you. He seemed to lose a little bit of his cardio and gas towards the end of the second, I felt, and you really seemed to put the pressure on.
Yeah, I was. That's was my game. Getting the pressure, moving forward because I knew he gonna try hit me really hard, and he did. But after the first round, I felt him like really, gas him out a little bit, getting tired, getting like a kind of little sloppy, and I start putting my time more, more punches, more volume, like getting more the timing to count on his punches, and I did it. And for the second, the third, I complete control the rounds.
Yeah, and let's maybe look towards your next opponent, Beneil Dariush. This is a rematch from 2015 in which you lost. It was your first career loss. How do you feel about going into your next fight, having already spent 15 minutes in the cage with Beneil Dariush?
I'm really excited. That's one of my first loss, and then it's good to. It was my first loss in my career. I took the fight notice. I'm not, complaining about anything. He was the better man on that day, but I'm excited. I'm training harder than ever because that's a rematch of something I can undo it, and get back with Darush. He's a super nice guy, anything like that. Like I'm really excited. It's one thing like what I was saying. It's something I can't undo it, and it's really special to get to Darush and fight with him. He's a super nice guy and everything. I'm not, underestimated him. I think we gotta put it a better show than the last time, because the last time was, I think I don't fight the way I fight every time, was one of my first fight in my life as a MMA fighter. I was doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, Now I'm a complete different fighter. Now I really can work on my wrestling, got a little bit more better. I'm still working on it, on my wrestling, my Muay Thai, still learning. But I think we're gonna put a good show and be more excited than last time. We
Yeah.
gotta we gotta, and he got better. I know he got much better from the last time I fought him. You know, but yeah, I'm really, you know, ready to throw down with him.
Yeah. And maybe talking about the comparisons between your first fight and the scheduled second fight. You're on a 6-fight winning streak now. Beneil is on a 5-fight winning streak, and it will be yourself, the number 9 ranked fighter, versus Beneil, the number 12 ranked fighter. It feels a little bit like, to me, whoever wins this fight really takes a step into the upper echelon of the lightweight division. Do you feel that same way?
I think I feel the same way because Dariush was one top 5 before, and but he got there, but he couldn't hang himself. I want to see if I can too. And having this fight with him, I think we it can put me out there, to the top 5, the top 5 fighters, and I can get to that way to if I beat him and get my win, and I can move to the top 5 fighters, and that's what my dream right now. That's what is my goal to get on this. That's what is my goal to get this fight.
Yeah. Now, you'll be 36 next month. So you're getting up there in terms of the age for the MMA fighters. Do you feel you really need to start getting some really pushing in terms of fights, in terms of the number of fights that you get whilst you're still in your prime?
Yeah, I think this is my prime. That's my prime because I feel more stronger than ever, and the way I'm going right now, I'm so I'm upset just because I don't fight at all this year, 2020. You know, I have some complications. Especially all the pandemic. All this kind of stuff came down, but now right now is to look forward. I'm really excited to look to 2021 and represent my team and Forces MMA and my team from Rio Grande Valley. You know, I'm just excited to see what we're gonna take right now. What's the next step, and then get to the top 5, and from there see if we can get to the title shot.
Yeah, and maybe talking about the Dariush fight being a rematch. Your only other loss in MMA is to Dustin Poirier. Now, depending on how your fight goes and how Dustin's fight goes against Conor McGregor, is it possible we could see a rematch between yourself and Dustin Poirier in the near future?
I hope so. It's good to rematch somebody. Like Dustin was the second guy to beat me. I never have a 2 loss in a row for those 2 loss, but it's something I'm not looking for, because I'm really looking to get to the belt, get into the rankings right now, top 5, and get to the belt. If you have the belt, for sure, it'll be awesome. Get a rematch with him, and if he passed through McGregor to fight him, it's gonna be a better show, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be much more, having more publicity than everything, and it's gonna get me more excited.
yeah, brilliant. Now, both you and Beneil have very decorated ground games in jiu-jitsu. If the fight
Uh,
hits the ground in this fight, where do you feel? Do you feel like you have the advantage?
Look, last time he beat me on the ground. This
Yeah,
time I think it's gonna be different fight. It's gonna be more exciting. I know have a good chin, and I think if we're going, you know, to the ground, I gonna try using my jiu-jitsu, but not like the last time. I'm really trying to avoid his game, but you know, I'm not scared for his ground. I'm not afraid, and I answer like I can submit a hand if I hear the ground.
Yeah. So the fight is on February the 6th next year. Before we end this,
Yes.
interview, Diego, can I ask for a quick prediction?
Uh huh. Yeah. Thank you.
Can I ask for a quick prediction?
Good prediction for this fight. I predict like a good show. You know, I predict like we're gonna go to look for the finish. You know, and that's what I'm looking right now. I'm really like one of the finish. I don't want to win by just uh, referee decision. I wanna finish or knock him out.
Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. So the fight is February the 6th, 2021. Before we end this, where can people find you on social media, Diego?
You can find me on my Instagram is Diego UFCTX, or on my Facebook, my fan page, you know, Diego Ferreira UFC, and just get me out there. And you know, I can answer any questions. Just send me some comments on my fight February 6th. Let's get this. Us.
Yeah. Well, we are supporting you over here in the UK, and it was an absolute honour to have you on. Before we end this video, is there anything you'd like to say?
Thank you guys. Now, thank you for all the support. You guys, the people from the UK, always get a good shout out. Give me a good message. Give me good positive message, and I really hope I can put the show everybody expecting. You know? And thank you guys. Appreciate it.
We would love to see you in the fight in the UK one day.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, brother.